Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mills. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to lose yardage here. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record, 31. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Colts at 12-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, here's Mills. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Mills on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. First down, Mills. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A first down throw for Mills. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
they have 3 tight ends in that formation, that's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taylor, the ball carrier, taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. He brings up 3rd and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Colts 0.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Texans first down.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. Julian Blackman bringing him down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Pierce now up the middle. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on second and long. Mills. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way we're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go again with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Ryan finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Going for it with Pierce. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Hand off right side to Pierce. A gain of 3, second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion left goes Cooks. Pierce gets this one running right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Another carry for Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give to Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mills to the air again. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Houston.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll run with Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mills on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action now. Ryan. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 49 yards. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Throwing Mills. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Mills now. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10.
Now Mills. That ball caught by Campbell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marquise Bell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down, Texans.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Slot man moves right. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Cooks will come in motion right. A run here with Pierce. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of his end zone, Mills. Got his man, it's Woods. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off and quick.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mills from the gun on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Finding Pittman, and he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mills. This pass caught, it's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Houston, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they lose a tough one here to close out the regular season as they finish at 12-5. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out.